Hello, hello. Welcome back for another Pilates video from Home Sweet Pilates. Today we are going to be doing an intermediate to advanced mat workout. You will not need any props, just yourself. So let's get started. So to begin, we're going to start with our feet about hip distance apart. A little bit wider is fine. You can have a slight turnout if you want. We're just going to do some squats here. So we're going to press down through those heels, squat ourselves down and lift. Down and lift. So you'll see I'm hinging at my hips here, but I'm not bending over, right? And I'm not straight up. My knees are tracking nicely with my toes. Inhale down, exhale up. We have two more, and then we're moving to plies. So now bring those legs nice and wide, your feet slightly turned out. We plie down, press up, down and up. Imagine that we're in between two panes of glass here. So our body is just moving straight up and down like I'm pulling you from a string. Two more. Now, bring yourself into a curtsy. So take that front leg, bring it in front with a slight turnout. Your opposite leg comes behind, also in a slight turnout, and we curtsy down and up, down and up. One more here. Plie into the center for 4, 3, 2, 1. Curtsy to the other side. Back to center, 4 more plies. Your heartbeat should be going up a little bit at this point. And up. Coming to the edge of your mat, bring those arms up overhead, chin to chest as you roll yourself forward in a little dolphin dive. And down. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, roll yourself back up, and repeat one more time. Hang here for a second, grab your opposite elbows. You can have a slight bend in your knees. Sway side to side. Beautifully done. Walk those hands out into all fours for a little bit of cat-cows. So your shoulders are nice and in line with your wrists, and your hips are nice and in line with your knees. Take an inhale on your exhale. Push down through those hands as you round your upper back into that angry cat with your eyes looking at your belly button. Inhale as you release through it, bringing that tailbone towards the sky and your eyes to the wall in front of you. Repeat that a few more times. So exhale as you cat-cow. Inhale. Three more here. You can move at your own pace. Last one, all the way through. And release back to neutral. Now, keeping those wrists in line with those shoulders, curl your toes underneath. Take an inhale. On your exhale, engage that core. So bring that belly button up towards your spine. Lift those knees and inch off the ground. So hover those knees and lower. Release. Exhale as you engage that belly. Hover those knees and lower. Repeat that. You're pushing down into those hands. You're active through that upper body. 2 more here. Last one, hold that hover. Hold that hover. Now take your left knee, rotate it, and go back to center. Now your right knee, rotate it, back to center. So really, it's almost like it's your hips that are rotating down. Your feet might slide a little bit, that's okay. We're tick-tocking slightly. One more. Hover, hold the hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Oh my goodness. Sit yourself back into a child's pose. Can you believe that we were just doing the warm-up? Oh my goodness, okay. Back into child's pose here. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be here in this rest pose. We're gonna bring ourselves forward so that we extend our upper body into a beautiful little swan. And then we push back into child's pose. So bring yourself into that extension. My shoulders are down. I'm not allowing my shoulders and my ears like this. I'm not hanging out at the beach, right? I'm active through this whole time. My core is engaged here. Engaged, 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 engaged. Extension. Engage, 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 engage. Rest. Okay, always thinking about how can we be properly engaged in what we're doing. One more, and we're gonna go into a little swan dive here. So, here we are in this swan position. What we're gonna do is we're gonna rock ourselves, kind of like a teeter-totter, or like a boat rocking back and forth in the swan position. So, one thing I want you to think about, do not smack your face on the floor, okay? Keep your head in line with your arms, okay? So I'll show you. We're going to go release and up, release and up. Got it? We're gonna rock 4 times. Okay, I believe in you, you can do it. Let's do it. So, allow your pubic bone to come onto the ground. Lower yourself down. As your legs lift, you're lowering your upper body. So go down and up. And up. Beautifully done. I know it feels weird, but moving through extension like that is so good for your spine and for the rest of your body. Sit back in that rest pose and sit yourself up. Bringing ourselves onto our backs here. We're gonna do some of the 100 because it wouldn't be Pilates if we didn't do the 100. So lie yourself all the way down. Hands are down by your sides. Legs come up into tabletop. Okay, our belly button is engaged. I'm not allowing it to poof out. I don't have space, like I can't fit my whole hand underneath my back, right? I'm nice and neutral in my spine here. If you want to be a little imprinted, because that makes you feel more secure, that's fine. But our legs are in 90-degree tabletop. Hands are up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring that head, neck, and shoulders up as you bring your arms down by your sides. Hold it here for just a second. Start pumping. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten your legs. Lower to 45. Straighten the legs back up. Bend the knees. Keep pumping. One more set. And hug it in. Lower that head. Beautifully done. We're going to go into some single leg stretch. So bring your head, neck, and shoulders back up. Curl into that little ball. Your right hand goes to your right ankle. Your left hand goes to your right knee. Extend your left leg straight out in front of you, keeping it off the floor. Switch as you bring your left knee in. Your right leg extends. And switch. And switch. And switch. Don't forget to breathe. One more each side. Hug those knees into your chest and lower your head down. We're going to do 4 straight leg stretches. So here, we're going to curl up into that ball. You're going to take an inhale as you extend your arms behind you, as you extend your legs in front of you. Circle the arms around, come back into that circle. Do it again. And lower it down. It wouldn't be core work if we didn't do teaser. So we're going to begin in that tabletop position. Here we go. We got this. Hands up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, bring your head, neck, and shoulders up as you lift yourself into teaser. Extend those legs if you want to. Bend them back in. Lower it back down. That was our warm-up. Are you ready to do more? We can do it. We can do it. I'm telling this to myself as much as I'm telling you. Okay. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Bring the arms forward. Rock yourself up into teaser. Extend those legs out. Lower everything down. Lift it back up. Everything down. Back up. One more. Up and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the legs. Sit yourself up. Ooh, I am sweaty. Oh my goodness. Wow, that really got me. Okay, going into rocking now. You're going to grab the outside of one ankle and the outside of another ankle. Now, straighten your back. It's okay if you have a little bit of bend in your legs. My hamstrings are super tight, so I'm not able to straighten my legs very well. If you need to hold behind your thighs, that's fine. But if you can get those ankles, try to, okay? Extend those legs out, keeping your V with your legs here. Curl into that spine. Curl, 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 curl. Roll back. Sit yourself up and balance. Once again, round through that spine. Roll. Don't roll onto your neck. Just roll onto your upper back. And roll yourself back up, straightening that spine to help you balance. One more. Hold it up. Clap those feet together for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let go. Lower the legs. Beautifully done. Lying ourselves back down onto the mat all the way. We're going to do some bridging here. So bring your hands down by your sides. Now imagine you have a marble that's on your pubic bone and you're trying to roll it into your belly button. So you're going to take a nice inhale. On your exhale, tilt that pelvis to roll that marble into your belly button. Press down through your heels. Lift those hips up towards the ceiling. But keep that nice wide open chest. Beautiful open collarbones. Take an inhale at the top. Exhale. Curl that spine to roll yourself back down. Think about hitting every single vertebrae as you roll it down. Beautifully done. Do it again. Inhale, exhale. Really articulate through that spine. As you roll down, move slower than you think you need to. Most people kind of blow through this and they don't get the full articulation. If you feel like there's a spot in your spine that's kind of sticky when you're trying to roll down, like it feels like everything just kind of hits at once, right? You're not able to articulate. Investigate that a little bit. Move a little slower. See what that feels like. We have 2 more and we're going to hold it up. Sorry if you can hear my dog barking. Okay, hold it up at the top. Now I want you to march those feet. So bring one leg into 90-degree tabletop. Lower it down. Bring the opposite. March it through. Push down through those forearms if you need to. I have my garage open and there's a fly that's driving me insane. I have like a screen that I can put over the garage and I should have done that and I don't know why I didn't. Okay, one more each side. Stay up, keep those hips lifted. Pulse your hips up towards the ceiling. Pulse up, up, up. Feel that booty. Feel it burn. Got 4, 3, 2, 1, and articulate down. Bring those knees into your chest. Rock side to side. We're gonna do a little bit of inversion work. So the key with inversions is to not go onto your neck. You go onto your upper back, not onto your neck. Okay, we're gonna do some jackknife. So here, start with those legs in tabletop, hands down by your side. Take an inhale. On your exhale, straighten those legs. As you lift, push down through those forearms, lift those legs, bring them over like you're going, like they are gonna be parallel with the ground. Now, keeping those hips lifted, lift those legs up towards the ceiling, lower them back down to parallel, and now roll through that spine to lower your legs down. Back into tabletop. Okay, we're gonna do that 2 more times. Bring it up and over. Lift those legs up. Lower them down to parallel. Roll it down. The control here is what matters most. Do not use momentum. Use your core. Use your arms. Inhale as you extend those legs towards the ceiling. Exhale as you bring them back down to parallel. Take an inhale. Exhale as you lower. Slowly, 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 slowly. And lower down. Okay. Now we're going to roll ourselves up into seated. So extend your legs straight out in front of you. Hands go up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale. On your exhale, bring your chin towards your chest. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. No momentum. Use that core. Lift yourself up to seated. Beautifully done. We're gonna do some spine stretch. Get some nice stretching in here. Sitting up nice and tall. If you need, put a yoga block or a pillow under your booty. It can just help if you have really tight hip flexors or hamstrings. But we're gonna sit nice and tall. Imagine I'm up against an imaginary wall. I'm peeling myself off that wall as I round myself forward. Stack yourself all the way back up. So imagine that I'm coming and I'm pushing you through your belly, right? To really round you up and over like you're going over an imaginary barrel. And then roll yourself up. Key here, you guessed it, keep your shoulders relaxed. That is probably my most used cue whenever I teach anybody. Everyone likes to hunch their shoulders up into their ears. It's just what we do. But if you're actively thinking about it, it will be easier not to do it. Beautifully done. Bring those arms out to the side. Take your right hand, place it down. Stretch up and over, keeping that opposite hip glued to the mat. Back up to T and over. Back up to T, one more time on each side, and then we're gonna do some saw. So we're in that T here. I want you to think about rotating from your torso. You're not moving from your hips. So if your feet start to move, that means you're moving from your hips and not your torso. So sitting nice and tall, bring your left hand over towards your right foot. Now, bring that left hand towards your right pinky foot as you lean forward. Sit nice and tall, back to T. So we rotate right hand towards the left foot, right hand towards the left pinky, sit tall, center. So inhale, rotate, exhale, forward. Inhale, up, exhale, center. Inhale, rotate, exhale, forward. Inhale, up, exhale, center. Beautifully done. Lying on our sides here, Let me move my mic really quick because it's just gonna go on my front because I'm going on my side. Okay, you can either be up on your elbow or you can lie all the way down and rest your head in your hand. I don't really care what you do. So pick one and that's where you are. If you're up on your elbow, your shoulder is right in line with your elbow and your palm is facing down and you're active. We're not relaxed, we're active. Okay? We're going to flex both of those feet and now we're going to point the top foot, lift it up and flex it down. So we lift and lower. We lift and lower. It's gonna be harder if you're up on your elbow because you're needing to work harder to be stable, but that's okay. Hard does not always mean bad, right? If something is difficult, a lot of times it's not a bad thing. Whew. 2 more. Last one. Now bring that top foot about hip height and make little circles the size of dinner plates on that opposite wall. Don't let your hips rotate all around, right? Our hips are nice and solid. Rotate the opposite direction. And lower down. Now going all the way down onto our side, we're gonna do some bananas here. So let's start keeping our upper body down on the mat and your feet are glued together. Lift your legs up and lower them down. It's okay if they're slightly in front of you. I don't want them behind you at all, but slightly in front is okay. Now lift your arm and your head together, keeping your feet down. Lower. Now we're going to lift both our legs and our upper body at the same time, making almost like a smiley face. So lift it up and lower, and up and lower, and up and lower. Last one. Up, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Beautifully done. Switch to the other side. Going back into those leg lifts. We're flexed in those feet. Your top hand can be like a kickstand or you can have it up here on your hip. I don't really care. Okay? Point that top foot, bring it toward the ceiling, flex it, bring it down. Remember, we're active here through our upper body. Your core is engaged so that your hips don't move all around. Your hips are square towards the front. One more. Now lift hip height, make those little circles. Rotate the opposite direction. And lower down. Now lower all the way down if you aren't already. We're gonna do the same thing we did on the other side. Okay, your feet can be slightly in front, so you're in a slight curve, that's fine. Keep those feet glued together, lift them up toward the ceiling, and lower. Now lift your head and arm, and lower. Now we're gonna do both together, okay? Make that smiley face, or banana, which is why it's called banana, okay? And up, and lower. Notice I'm not lifting my head and then my arm. They're moving together. Up. On this last one, we're gonna hold it. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Beautifully done. Sit yourself up. We're gonna go into a little bit of a seated twist here. So, take your bottom leg and put it like so. Just kind of bend it like this. Your top leg is, your foot is flat in front of your shin and your knee is bent like this, okay? Your bottom arm is flat on the ground and your top arm is resting on your knee, okay? Take an inhale. On your exhale, you're gonna press through your feet and your arm to almost down dog yourself and lift yourself through, okay? And then bring it back down, like so. So I'll do it again. So I'm pushing through my feet and my hand to lift my hips up towards the ceiling. I'm taking my arm that was resting on my knee and I'm threading it through my arm that's on the ground and my outside leg. And then I'm untwisting myself the same way I came. We'll do 2 more. And 1 more. And down. Nicely done. Let's go to the other side. So the same thing, you might find one side is more coordinated than the other. That was my more coordinated side, so we'll see how this one goes. So same thing, my bottom leg is resting on the ground and it's bent, and my top leg is also bent, but my foot is flat on the floor. So my top arm is resting on my knee. Now I'm gonna press down through both my feet and my hand as I rotate to down dog and bring that outside arm, thread it through underneath the leg and arm that are on the ground, okay? We'll do it again. 2 more. Exhale as you move through. 1 more here. And down. Awesome job. Next, we're gonna move into leg pull up. So, with your legs straight out in front of you, bring your hands behind you. Your hands should be pointing at, your fingertips should be pointing straight at the wall in front of you. You can have them slightly at an angle if that feels a little bit better on your shoulders and your wrists. I just do not want your fingers pointing towards the back wall, okay? So having them either here at a diagonal or all the way in front of you. We have a nice, beautiful open chest. Imagine you have a gorgeous necklace that you're trying to show off. You're going to push down through those feet to lift those hips. If you need to rotate your ankles outward slightly to feel better on your ankles, that's fine. Go ahead and do it. But lift up like so. Now 1 leg at a time. Bring that leg up towards the ceiling and lower. Up and lower. But do not let your hips fall down. Keep those shoulders back. Keep that chest nice and wide and open. Whew. 1 more each side. And sit it back down. Beautifully done. We're gonna do a little bit more inversion work. So we're gonna go into boomerang here. So sitting up nice and tall, cross your right foot over your left, like so. Place your hands down by your sides. We're gonna roll ourselves over to bring our legs over our heads like we did with jackknife. But once you roll over, you're gonna swap which leg is on top and then roll yourself back up, okay? So, starting sitting nice and tall, roll yourself back, swap your feet, roll yourself back up and lean over, okay? Do it again. Go back, over, and up and over. Now, if you want to add your arms into it, roll it back, keep your arms over your head, swap your feet, roll it up, and sit yourself forward. The key here is to have control when you're lowering yourself back down. So roll it up, almost like you're in sort of a teaser position, right? And then you lower it down and reach forward. We'll do 1 more on each side. And over. Nicely done. You've done the boomerang. Okay, now rotating to bring ourselves onto our stomach 1 last time. Let me put this mic back on the side here. Lowering yourself down. I want you seated up on your forearms, kind of like you're a little sphinx, right? We're gonna do the single leg kick. So, Keeping both of the tops of your feet on the ground. Once again, you have a nice wide open collarbone here, wide open chest. Take that right leg and kick, kick, kick towards your booty and extend. Now do the left leg. Kick, 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 and extend. Kick, 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 extend, kick, 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 extend. Now add your foot. So we're going to go point, flex, point, point, flex, point. One more each side, and then we're going into double leg kick. And lower it all the way down. Now, I have a hat and a mic, so I'm not going to put my forehead on the mat, but I want you to put your forehead on the mat. So please put your forehead down on the mat, interlace your hands behind you, and bend them, so your elbows, so that your hands are resting on your lower back. Your palms are facing up towards the ceiling. Your forehead is all the way down on the mat. Bring those legs into your booty like you just did for the single leg. So we go kick, kick, kick. Now extend those legs out, keeping them off the ground. Lift your chest and your head. Extend your arms behind you into a full extension. Now bring your right ear down onto the mat like so. We go kick, kick, kick. Extend it out. Switch to the opposite ear. So now you're on your left ear. Kick, kick, kick. Extend. One more each side. And last one. Extend. Bring your hands in front of you and push yourself back up like you're in a knee plank here. We're going to do a couple push-ups. Okay? So your wrists are in line with your shoulders. You can do full push-ups if that's your thing, go for it. It's not my thing, so I'm doing knee push-ups. We're gonna do 4 in and 4 out, okay? So 4 narrow, 4 wide. So take an inhale as you lower yourself down, exhale as you press up. So your elbows are hugging your ribs here. I'm not arching my back. My belly is engaged. Now bring your hands out wide, slightly turn them in, and do wide push-ups. Inhale down, exhale up. Beautifully done. We're gonna hold a plank just for like 15 seconds. So choose if you wanna do it on your knees or your elbows or your hands and your toes. Take your pick. Let's go. Just static hold. You're not piked up in the air. You're not arched. You're in a nice straight line. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your butt up in the air for a downward dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Take an inhale at the bottom. Exhale as you roll yourself up. Roll yourself slowly. If you go too quickly, it can make you dizzy. Arms up overhead. Exhale, arms down. Roll yourself down one more time. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, roll yourself up. And you are done. Thank you so much for joining me for this intermediate advanced mat workout. I hope you loved it. Please leave a like and a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. There's plenty more where this came from, and I cannot wait to see you next time. Bye.